guys, how's it going? Okay, so what we're doing today is I am cleaning up the garden beds a little bit. Okay, so you can see right here, that's where the fresh mulch is, and all of this other mulch is just really sun bleached from just being there all summer long. The first things I'm going to do is just go ahead and pick the rest of these watermelons. I have like 3 or 4 watermelons in here that I just haven't gotten yet. So I'm going to be pulling these out and putting more mulch down to make it look more like that over there. Oh, look at that. Isn't that sweet? I just put these in the ground this year, so I have big hopes for these. I'll be trimming these back, this lavender, but not quite yet. Now, one thing to say about these watermelons, I had a whole bunch of watermelons growing in there, and then we had it was like close to freezing temperature, and then all the vines started dying back. I left them on the plant a little bit longer because we didn't need them yet. And yes, these are some tiny little watermelons, but I'll cut them open, and sometimes they're just as sweet, they're just as good, it's just not as much. And if they're not that great, I'm gonna feed them to the chickens anyway. But I don't know if you saw in our Facebook group, I had put in there, you couldn't even see these watermelons because everything just looked kind of like a ground cover right here, right off the front porch. I was looking at it every morning when I'd sit outside and drink my coffee. But these are the sugar baby watermelons. They're supposed to be about this size. These are not stunted. Now, this one is really small for a sugar baby. But yeah, we just got a late, kind of an early freeze. It was actually right on time. It was right on time, but the winter hasn't set in yet. That is all bleached out right here. I'm just trying to make everything look nice and even, and that pretty brown color right there, because this is all bleached out. I'm just trying to cover it up because I saw that my cilantro was trying to come up in this bed behind me, so I don't want to shade that out. I don't want to make it to where all these little things that I love to see self-seed themselves, I don't want to cover them to the point where they're not going to see any light of day. I still want them to be able to grow. So yeah, I have some blue bonnets in the other bed over there. I have some cilantro here. I've kind of cover cropped with arugula and more cilantro, so I don't want to shade those out. Plus, I don't want to disrupt the organisms in the soil underneath. I'm going to be putting on a light dusting anywhere where there's mulch, any of that sun-dried or sun-bleached mulch. I'm just going to put it on just thick enough to where you can't see any of the sun-bleached mulch underneath, which is not very much at all. This whole bed of mulch that we just went and got, it's probably only going to do it about that thick anyway. Now, when I start a bed from scratch, I like to put it on a foot thick so that it kills everything underneath it. I don't want any grass, any weeds, anything coming up. But this is different. This is an established bed, and all I'm trying to do is just make it look pretty again and feed the soil. So when this starts to bleach out, when this stuff has gone down and it's been on the ground for a while, it will become sun bleached too, and then I'll put on another layer of fresh mulch. But I do want to tell you something here. You're gonna see me using this. Now, when you go get, and I did a video and you can go look at it, I'll put the link up here, where I get my free good quality mulch, because this is really good stuff. It's basically shredded wood. It's not big chunks. It's really good stuff. But I have learned that it really is easier to work with bags of mulch, just because you can pick it up and you can put it down in a place. You can pick it up, put it down in a place, open it, and just spread it out. Here, I used to try to grab it by the handfuls and then, broadcast it. But I have learned that I really like to use these trugs. This is basically my bag. So I'm just gonna scoop it out from here, and I'm just gonna dump it on there. So I'm gonna show you how to do that now. here's a close-up look of what it looks like. You can see there's a little bit of white showing through. I'll probably put a little bit more there, or if there's anything thicker, wipe it in. But if I were to pull this back, then you can see it's not very much there, not even an inch. And I just want to make it all look cohesive. I just want it all to look the same. Even though I'm just a little bit late, I've already planted a bunch of garlic over in the grape guild, and I'm getting ready. I'm gonna go ahead and put a bunch more garlic in this bed right here. And I'm getting ready to plant in some spinach and some other cool weather crops. And if you'd like to see how I do that, then put it in the comments below. But I think that's gonna do it for this one. Until next time, bye for now. Oh, if you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, you can subscribe down here, and you can share. There's a little share button down here that you can click. All right, see you in the next one. Bye for now. And, oh, Ace.